Welcome to the Rigatoni Capital Substack show. I'm here with my co-host David Winchell, also known as Golf Winch. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How you been?
Good. Yeah, not a lot going on today in the market. It's because of the holiday week and it just being kind of low volume. A lot of people aren't really around paying attention, in my opinion. It just feels like it. You can kind of sense it without even looking at the volume.
Yeah.
I can try to share my screen so we can look at some stuff before we get started. Um, how was your
Just
holiday?
holiday was good. Everything was well, it's still a holiday in my opinion. In California, it's a holiday season. It's not Merry Christmas, it's Happy Holidays. So,
Very PC. Very
yeah,
PC.
Midwestern, it's more Merry Christmas, and New Year's is kind of like a eh.
Well, around my way, it's all Merry Christmas. Um,
Nice.
you
That's
know, yeah. I just I think my Jewish friends, they almost are part of it,
yeah.
and they do both. They celebrate both holidays and stuff. But of course, I don't want to offend anybody, but I just say Merry Christmas. It's just easier.
We,
Um,
my wife and I were just talking about the because she has a um Jewish doctor who she works for, and they were talking about have you ever heard of Jews getting persecuted? Like my whole life, I didn't barely even know you're Jewish. You're just a white guy, in my opinion. And
mhm.
I see like NFL, there's commercials on there for
Oh yeah, I saw
anti-Semitism.
that. It was
I'm like, what is going on here?
yeah, no, I think with the Palestinian thing and stuff, there's a lot of don't I guess donations or there's a campaign to fund advertising towards Jewish hate and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now
So,
persecutions, I don't know, but getting smacked in the face walking down Broadway in New York City, yeah, probably.
okay.
It wouldn't shock me.
I guess I'm just not around it because I lived in Northwest Indiana, where I guess it's not, nobody even thinks of Jews as, they're just white people. I'm,
Well, I lived in Philly for 15 years. It was practically Antifa's uh, headquarters.
okay. Yeah, I guess New York
Philly,
and when you
yeah.
get in the cities, I'm sure, but yeah, I know there's online people are like, like you on
Don't
Twitter.
even,
There's so much hate on Twitter, so.
and practically half of them are bots.
Yeah, I don't believe anything I see online anymore. It's all like, who's
No,
behind this? But
yeah.
anyway, back to the task at hand. Why don't you go over the indexes and the gold, silver, Bitcoin prices since we've had just craziness in the
Well, silver is a great. Look at this chart. Unbelievable. We were at 83 overnight, probably Sunday night, and we dropped 10% within like a day. And then today we have our comeback rally. Unbelievable.
wow.
Bitcoin is at 88, just consolidating, not doing anything. Um, the gold price is around 4,300. And it also bounced back here on the from yesterday's sell-off in all precious metals. And then nothing else to really report. Like I said, low volume. The VIX is literally trying to do something here and there, but it just doesn't. As you can see, the long-term chart here, or the 1-year chart. I mean, we're pretty low,
Yeah.
um, which is what I like to see. And the 10 years hovering around 4.15. Um, the stock market is flat. Really, it hasn't been doing much since we kind of entered holiday season or vacation season last week. Usually, yeah, we do see like a Santa Claus rally right after Christmas into the new year. Um, I don't think that matters. I'm just saying we have seen that in the past. My favorite index, the Nasdaq 100, is doing the same thing the S&P is doing. Um,
Tough to rally when you're always at all-time highs.
yeah, yeah, and that's okay by me. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
my opinion is, if you're not dollar cost averaging, just be patient. Go read Alexander Hamilton, or write write a blog post. Just don't do anything. Do not
how
trade. Do not buy anything.
how's your BTC accumulate your real BTC accumulation
It's
going? Not any
no, well,
paper.
to be fair, I haven't done that, but strike dollar cost average. It's unbelievable how much DCA, because you forget about it, and then a month later you open up your Strike app and you're like,
Wait,
wow, like
you're
I'm
on
making a nice position here.
so you're building so you are get that's real BTC you're getting on Strike. You just haven't taken it off the
I
Strike
haven't ta-
platform.
Correct, yeah, and
Oh,
I know it's
that's not a big deal. That is as easy as buying a cold card or just going onto your phone and downloading a Blue Wallet or Nunchuck and just transferring your Bitcoin from Strike over. That's how it's so
100%.
simple.
Yeah, Mahler's made it on purpose very easy for you to take it
Yeah.
into cold storage too. And yeah, I don't know if you've heard of Tangum. I wish I don't need to bring this up, but Bag Holder is another co-host on the show.
Okay.
And when we met in person, he showed me his cold card like in his wallet. He like showed it to me. It was like a card,
Okay.
looked like a debit card. Now he can't use that to swipe, I guess, to buy things, but I don't know. We're gonna go over it. It's a company based out of Switzerland that does the cold storage, and he did a lot of investigation. He wanted to do it properly. He wanted to do it right. It's Tangem, Tangem.
Okay.
Um,
Never heard of it, but
so we're gonna
I
do
know
it.
Switzerland or
Here it
wait,
is, right here. Can you
Swiss.
see it?
Swiss is Switzerland, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Okay.
What it looks like?
Nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna go over that and discuss it. And if
Cool.
he does a good job pitching it, I'm gonna go with this for my wallet, I think.
This is the one you want.
Which one's that?
The cold card Q.
Cold card Q. That
And I'm
looks like a
not getting any
calculator,
money
sir.
from NV.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
this.
NVK isn't paying me for this, but
It's
all
okay.
the this is the upgraded version of the MK4, which was an old school one. This is like it looks like a BlackBerry, but this is so user friendly and easy. I basically have nunchuck on this, and you can see your balance on here, but no one can get to my Bitcoin through this. They would have to go through my phone and then through this, and or find my seed phrase. Because
Hmm.
the words are the wallet. The actual seed phrase, that is your Bitcoin. People don't understand that. These are just signing devices. That tangent, that's a signing device. This too, they're all just signing devices. They hold the key to transfer your Bitcoin to the next wherever you're transferring it to, which is also known as spending your Bitcoin, whatnot.
Very cool.
It's all
So you
data.
can you can use this to buy things if you.
No, no.
Oh, okay.
It's cold storage is more like for
It's
keeping
just cold
your
storage.
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
bank. So instead of going to Bank of America to deposit your money, you keep your money in a cold card and they have like these cold cards are so robust. You can have like dummy card, like if you're getting wrench attacked, someone's trying to
Sure.
steal all your
Nope.
Bitcoin, you can open your cold card up and say, look, here's I only have
Can you
20 bucks.
connect this to an app on your phone though?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what Nunchuck. There's other apps you can use. Bull Bitcoin, a lot of different ones. Cold Card works with a lot of them, but I've been using Nunchuck,
Okay.
which
Should I look that up or is this the same?
yeah, check it out. Nunchuck. BTC Sessions has all the videos you need to just coach you through it, and he is just a
How do you
beast.
spell nunchuck?
Nunch. Yeah, there you go. That's it. See that little yellow thing?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Hmm.
So it
Yeah.
works. It works with Sparrow, which is the number one like desk. On your computer right now, you can download a Bitcoin wallet called Sparrow.
Okay.
The desktop. Don't ever try and download Sparrow
Phone.
on your phone because it's fake. That seed signer, I bought that. I haven't messed with it yet.
Hmm.
What's the other
It,
one?
yeah, it's tough. It's a whole different world, and I haven't, um, I lose interest in trying to figure out how to do this.
It's super easy when you do it. It's
Yeah.
really confusing when you're just thinking of it in a like, I'm going
Yeah.
to go do this. It's all like, oh, it's scary and confusing. But once you go
Right.
do it, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so easy. It's
Yeah.
basically
Why
12
didn't I do this
words.
before? Yeah.
Yeah, like it's 12 words. Why would I ever? And once you do it, you're gonna be like blown away, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
in everything you're doing with like ETFs and all that stuff. You're gonna think, why would I have MSTR when I could just hold?
You're
That's
gonna
the
get and you get more bullish on Bitcoin because
oh,
that is the use case
that is
is
exactly
the,
it. It's
is
so
the 12
elegant,
word seed phrase.
smooth. Yeah, it's mind-boggling how elegant and smooth it is once you start doing it and using
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like what I was talking to you about earlier before we pressed record, the TF TFTC Tales from the Crypt, Marty Bent. That guy,
Hmm.
um, that's how he kind of got blown away by it because he's in TradFi. I think it was Ryan Lane or something like that.
Hmm.
He's talking about like how on Friday at a certain time, the bank's closed, you can't do anything till Monday. And
Yeah.
you want to move over $5 million in a wire transfer, it's like you got to go through, crazy amount of bureaucracy, red tape. Whereas you want to move $5 million in Bitcoin, it's as simple as like, doot, 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 doot. You're done.
Yeah.
Elegant, it's beautiful, it's safe,
Yeah.
it's mind-boggling once you start doing it.
Sure. So, I guess my question is, I can't remember what my question was, but it had something to do with this particular
Oh,
podcast. You had mentioned that you listened to this one. Is that correct?
yes, this is the one
Okay.
that he really goes into deep. He gets in the weeds really with the MSTR and I'll try and give you a tiny bit of a summary is basically uh JP Morgan upped the amount of capital requirements to um basically you couldn't get as much leverage on your MSTR. All of a
Hmm.
sudden it became like 95%. So all these people, so they basically created this selling pressure in MSTR and then started releasing the FUD about the MSCI, the NASDAQ dropping, trying to get more people scared about MSTR, which inevitably also scared people about Bitcoin. And
Hmm.
so it kind of created the selling pressure. And then they were like, see, this is this is why we had to up the margin requirements. That's the word I was looking for. This is why
Okay.
we had to do it because it's a risky asset. Well, they created the risk. So it's it's so shady, but that's how these big banks work, you know. They do these things and then, you know, when they can see your whole order book, they
Hmm.
can manipulate you and then choke you out and then you have to sell and you know, you're stuck. So that's basically what they did to MSTR, and he draws a picture so much clearer than I just laid out. I mean, when you listen to that guy, he's you know well versed in TradFi, and he's been in the game for 20 years,
Okay.
and it's really a good. And I don't think he gets into it till towards like the second half or the something like that. But it's a
Okay.
pretty good
So it's
podcast.
TFTC, the
Yeah, and I don't
Bitcoin
normally
podcast.
listen to that. I just have it on my list.
Hmm.
More of a David Bennett, but he's been on vacation, Bitcoin and this week in Bitcoin is my jam with David Fisher. But
Hmm.
Marty Bent and his other Matt Odell are old school, and I I check in with the Rabbit Hole Recap almost every week. They do a weekly show called Rabbit Hole Recap, and I check
Hmm.
it out. Sometimes I don't listen to the whole thing, but I was an early listener to them back when I first got into Bitcoin. Not when I first got into it, but when I was kind of orange pilled like 2021 ish. And they were like, they're all about the cold card Q. That's who turned me on to the cold card back before the cold card Q came out. They have that NBK guy on, and it's a Canadian company, so that's where I ordered my full first cold card because of them. And now he has like an advertisement for cold card Q on his show, so
Okay. He's a
that's what they use.
sponsor. Yeah,
Yeah, or they sponsor his show, but
sure.
they use it too. You know, they're Odell. I know he uses BlackBerry, and you know the guy who created that time chain calendar app.
Yeah.
He loves the cold card queue. It's his favorite, and
Oh, okay.
he's a crazy crazy like
So they're out of Canada.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
very into Bitcoin and you know
See how
he
they say like a Swiss bank account in your pocket? You
yeah.
remember Obama?
I know. Oh, that's a great quote. We need a soundboard. We could have those types of things.
What was
Christine
his
Lagarde.
what was his quote about he just called crypto or Bitcoin? I don't know what he attacked.
I think it was Bitcoin. He said it's like people walking around with a Swiss bank account in their back in their pocket. And then Christine Lagarde had the famous quote of, "We can't let them have an escape hatch." Something like that. Yeah, we need those on the soundboard. One day, maybe 2026, 2027.
Yeah, or maybe AI will give me a soundboard or something. We need one.
It's
Um, so what were we even talking about? We were going through stocks. Do we even want to go through stocks?
yeah, we could go through some stocks. Lily
Really?
holding up well. That's my only good position.
What is?
LLY Lily. Eli
Oh
Lilly.
yeah, it's been on a tear for years. It's been on a tear.
Actually, it had a huge dip to 600, and that's right when I got in, luckily, because I thought the reason it went down to 600 was nonsense.
Hmm.
Because it sold off something about a pill that wasn't as efficacious or it didn't have as much efficiency, and it's a GLP-1 like you know, one of those Ozempic type things, but it was a pill form and it wasn't as effective as the shot. And it dropped 600 on that news, dropped to 600 on that news. And I was like, well, that's nothing. And when you look at the percentage of efficacy, it wasn't even that bad.
Yeah,
Like, that doesn't make any sense. They're still earning the same amount of money and they're going to earn more.
yeah.
Yeah. That was when,
So
to
you're
be clear, I don't have any position in it, but I put my wife in it. She lets me.
yeah, well, same thing. So you recommend any picks other than Bitcoin for 2026?
I would recommend as far as stocks to diversify into real Bitcoin cold storage first. That's my first
Not IBIT.
recommendation. And the more you see it, you'll put more and more of your portfolio in that. But as far as stocks, I'm all over the place. I don't follow them close enough to make good recommendations because I'm not listening to conference calls hardly, and I like looking at them as almost like gambling tokens. They remind me of trash coins now because I'm so deep down the rabbit hole of Bitcoin. I don't see anything outperforming it, especially with the Trace Mayer principle or the ratio of Trace Mayer. You're getting Satoshis at a crazy good discount with it just sitting here in between 85 and 90.
Yeah,
I don't know how long it's going to stay there, but these are good prices on Satoshis.
yeah. Um, do you think there is any do you have any interest in Jack Mahler's his company 21 at
Yeah,
all?
yeah, I have it on the watch list, and if it goes low enough, I will um scoop some of that up. That's definitely an interest of mine.
What's the ticker now that they switched?
XXI.
What is it?
XXI, like Roman numerals.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah, I the only problem with this one is I don't know what the plan is. I didn't
Yeah,
read the I didn't really read the report
I have
other
not.
than
Well, it's best to wait and listen to the first conference call. That's what I would do. I wouldn't, if you're gonna buy any, buy like, $100, $500, whatever makes you pay attention. That's what I like to do. Like to get involved in a stock, you put on a tiny position so you have a little bit of a stake in the game, and then it makes you pay attention to it.
yeah, like I know he's saying we're not just a Bitcoin reserve company. We're going to have products, but
Mhm.
I don't know what those. I don't think anybody knows what those products are. He's just not. They don't come out and say that, right? What the products are,
Kind
and
of a
why
red
wouldn't
box right now. That's why I wouldn't, you know.
why wouldn't you wrap? Why wouldn't you somehow put Strike into this? Because
I
Strike's
think
private.
you don't want to say that, but I think ultimately they buy Strike.
Okay.
I've heard, I've heard, and this is I really like Jack Mahler, so I don't even like saying what I'm about to say, but I've heard like he is now in the mafia, with air quotes,
Mhm.
because he doesn't even know it. You know what I mean? He's been co-opted, but has no idea what he just got involved in.
Because
Because,
he's in TradFi.
well, you know, Lutnick's involved there.
Sure. Yeah.
Uh, what is he?
Canner.
Yeah, Cantor Fitzgerald, neighbors of Epstein.
Okay.
So it's kind
Hey,
of
I was just down there on Palm Beach.
yeah. There's
They
and
said they bulldozed Epstein's house down, so it's not even physically there because they couldn't resell it. No one wanted to buy his house.
I don't know why anyone would that anyone that touches that just it's
But they built
well,
a new house on top of it. So like that person that's living there, like they
goes to
I'm sure their
the
neighbors like, hey, Epstein used to live there.
well, think of Charlie Kirk. I mean, he kind
Yeah.
of was in the mafia and didn't know he was in, and then he wanted out, and look what happened.
I don't follow any of that stuff. I'm
Yeah.
not
Well, I mean, you don't have to follow it to know what happened to Charlie Kirk. You know, he got whacked in front of the whole world,
you
like
mean he had some he was with
executed.
the CIA or something?
No, he was just basically into politics and kind of,
Hmm.
he was he was with I don't want to call it the Jewish community because it's not. It's more of a like there's a Jewish mafia that has run things for ages. I mean,
Yeah.
Angleton. for the CIA, and he was like the
Yeah.
Mossad.
Well, when I read this book, The House of
Yeah,
Morgan, I'm sure they'll touch on that, right?
but there's a book that you can't really get, uh, and it's a fiction book, but it has a lot of truth in it. It's called The Wisdom Tree. Look up the Wisdom Tree. Rockefeller and when
Mm,
go to blackmail Rockefeller, the Dulles brothers. You know, you know Dulles Airport, right?
no.
It's in New York, Dulles Airport.
Oh,
The
Dallas Airport?
Dulles,
Dillis? Mm-mm.
Dulles, I think. The Dulles
Okay.
brothers are the two tree wisdom. No, no, it's the
The
wisdom.
Healing Power of Trees. Hey, I might just read this book instead.
That's great. It's got 5 stars too.
The
No,
Myth,
we're not
Folklore,
going
and
to have it
Healing
on
Power of Trees.
Amazon. The
I
Wisdom
think I
Tree
might
is
get that.
the Wisdom Tree is like a banned book, so you
Okay,
can't like
let's
get
type
it.
in banned book.
Yeah, type in banned book Wisdom Tree, and you have to get it like from a source. It's kind of like how Tragedy and Hope used to be. You couldn't get the book, and then it became
Hmm,
yeah, there. Did you see that said top ranked book at the
this is it?
center of
This one?
yeah.
Letters from J.D. Rockefeller?
No, that's not it, but it
Hmm.
has to do with Rockefeller. And
Hmm.
the guy who I can't remember the guy who wrote it. I don't know his the author's name.
Okay.
Yeah, so the guy goes in and basically blackmails Rockefeller and it's a really good story and it's
Hmm.
a true story from what I've heard or from what this guy forensic historian named Richard Grove is the one who turned me on to it. I don't
Okay.
have the book, but I would like to read it.
Speaking of the mafia, Palantir,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Al Alex Karp is in the mafia and he knows it. That's the
Yeah,
thing. And he embraces it.
yeah.
Let's see. What do you think about this stock, sir?
I don't see any reason for it to go down. I think they're moving towards a technocratic type way of control, and you can see that just by going to the airport. Go
Yeah.
to the airport. When you go to the airport, they your facial recognition, all that is already in place, and Palantir is at the center of all of it, and they're going to be used for not just tracking every single citizen of the United States, but every single citizen in the world. And their software will track everything from your, finances to your social credit scores to your driving records, insurance records, healthcare, you name it. They're going to have it all. And
Okay, so they
nothing's
did
going to stop them.
3.9 they did 3.9 billion in revenue and their market cap is 440 billion dollars.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's all government money.
Hmm.
So you're, this is a um, fiat company that is going to grow exponentially if they get their way, and I don't see anything stopping them. JD Vance is him and what is it, Peter Thiel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how JD Vance got his up and comings.
Okay.
So if he becomes president in 3 years, that's what you're looking at. Palantir is going to be a big proponent of JD Vance.
Okay.
And even
All
if the
right. Good
Democrats get
synopsis.
in, I don't see Palantir going anywhere. They're gonna be on board with it.
Good synopsis. So pretty much I can throw anything at you and you can talk about it.
Oh yeah.
with your spin. All right, well let's talk.
I don't like Palantir's PE multiple, but this market has nothing to do with PE multiples anymore.
Their
That
forward PE multiple is 200.
yeah, and that's astronomical, but their PEG ratio is 5.6, which is way high. It's not a good ratio, but that's the thing. These stocks don't trade on
Of course they don't.
old school
Yeah.
numbers.
That's the
So,
whole thing, the whole point of me writing what I wrote on the Substack is, you can't look at that anymore. These are separate asset classes now.
yeah.
Um, Robinhood is another one that's outside of the Nasdaq 100, only trading at a 55 forward multiple, and only,
Oh, I got
only
something to say about this company. I
4.2 billion in revenue, market cap's 105. What do you have to say about them?
I do not like
I'm
what.
sure you don't as a Bitcoin maxi.
No, no, no. Okay. I was in love with this trading platform, and then
Yeah.
2021,
Oh, the GameStop thing.
GameStop
Yeah.
debacle just made me despise this company. That being said, it's probably the smoothest stock. Like, if you're gonna play the stock market like a gambler, which most people that are in retail are gambling, this is the company to play that by because they have by far the smoothest app of trading stocks like a game.
Absolutely. They also have Citadel.
Yeah.
It's almost like a way to invest in Citadel, I guess. I'm not I haven't really thought about it too much, but I'm a fan of Citadel based on just how I think they're so powerful.
Yeah,
Not that I'm a fan of them. I'm just like in awe of Citadel, and this is Citadel, in a
they
way.
they would have went down if it wasn't for Janet Yellen stepping in and saving all their bacon. I'm talking about Citadel even. They were
Yeah.
they were on the ropes and yeah, they cheated. They just moved the goalposts and that's thank God they did because that's what really pushed me into the Bitcoin camp and that's when
Yeah.
I went in and sold my. That's when silver started spiking. They thought there was going to be a silver squeeze, and I went in and sold my silver and bought Bitcoin right in that that 1 or 2 week span right after that GameStop debacle. I remember there's a line around the door at the coin shop, and I'm like, and one guy as I'm walking out of the building, he's like, "Oh, did you buy some silver?" I'm like, "No, I sold it. I'm buying Bitcoin. See you later."
Speaking of unfair cheaters, BlackRock, what do you think about the
Huh.
stock? I'm a investor in BlackRock. I'm not an investor in Palantir or Robinhood, but I've owned BlackRock for a while because I think that they're too big to fail.
Yeah, BlackRock, the Amazon of money, in my opinion. And Larry Fink is a masterful, conductor of a symphony. If you watch him spin Bitcoin, you
I
know,
don't agree with his philosophy
well, I
there.
don't either, but just watch how he works the room. I mean,
Yeah.
they're co-opting Bitcoin. That's what they're doing with the ETF. They're co-opting, they're taking it and spinning it as if you're fearful,
Of
buy Bitcoin,
inflation,
put it in your portfolio as yeah, if you're
a
fearful
hedge.
of the
Yeah.
world falling apart, yeah, it's a hedge. Bitcoin's the future of money and it's used as a currency in other in worlds that we don't know anything about. If you go to Africa or South America, there's people using it. The Mayans, there's people using Bitcoin. It's he's got the narrative of put it in your portfolio as 5% because he's talking to people with all the money.
Yeah,
The
he's
money
talking
started
to
pouring into
sovereign
Bitcoin.
nations. Yeah, he's
Yeah, if
talking to
all
sovereign
that,
nations. But like I thought that was the whole bull case of Bitcoin before I learned about it. I took one dive deeper. And it took me a while, because that's what I thought. I just thought it was an inflation hedge, but really all assets are kind of like an inflation hedge. So,
Yeah. Well, you think about it, every currency in the world is based on the faith in that currency. If you looked at the balance sheet of the US dollar and our government's balance sheet, well, no one would own, no one would have any faith in the US dollar. But it has the number one faith. I mean, the US dollar has more faith in it than any currency out there because it's most widely used. It's been used forever, and it's just nobody thinks about it. We're just
yeah.
US dollar's the US dollar, and it's gonna be. So it's keeping that narrative alive. The only thing that's going to push the US dollar overboard and make it to where it's goes like it's getting debased rapidly is our US government just completely falling on its sword, like messing up and getting too far out there as far as, creating a bunch of wars that we don't need and ruining the US. And I don't think Trump's going to do that. I think he really cares about America, even though he's kind of an idiot. He's not trying to ruin the dollar. And you can kind of see that by his actions. He's trying
Yeah,
to
I don't know if psychologically ruining the dollar is what he would want to do. Of course not. But I think that if he's trying to run the economy hot and, and he thinks it's a way to inflate your way out of the mess we're in, which I don't even think is possible. But this is like the Trump administration, as we know it, um, sees this threat of China with AI and raw materials and this like AI build out and whatever the narrative is each time this race, like we're in a race, that's all
yeah,
like wartime funding. So it is going to debase the currency,
yeah.
in my opinion, eventually. I don't know. Maybe it'll be Vance's term, at that point. I don't know.
I've come to believe that all the people in the higher up governments are all working together to keep this illusion of control afloat, because the Chinese people that are in government, they're a small percentage of people. Same with the US. As
Say
long
that one more time.
all these government heads, these people in government, whether it be Trump, Xi Jinping, all of their, top brass, they're a small percentage of the people that are in the world, I mean,
Hmm.
they're controlling these masses and they're going to do whatever they have to do to keep their illusion of control in place. So I don't believe they're really fighting against each other. They're
100%
organizing
agree with
fight.
that. But they have the power of the money printers
Oh yeah.
because of fiscal dominance. So
Yep.
if our central bank is really not, part of, if our central bank is pretty much just a government entity, which it is,
Yeah.
then
It's private though.
it's private though. But let's pretend it's
It's private,
we're
but
living in a fiscal dominance era right now, and yeah, no, I think they have a lot of power because they have the power of the money printer. They're going to end up eventually there'll be an issue, and it may be media driven, like, that's kind of, I think, what you're hinting at. Like there really isn't a problem, but the media created this problem that causes money printing. And that would therefore, debase any government currency, but and assets will go up. Yeah.
well, the war, when any shit, for lack of a better word, hits the fan, they just go to war. And then everybody loses their mind, forgets about what's really going on. It's like the man behind the curtain in Wizard of Oz. It's like, oh, don't look over there. Don't look over there. We're gonna get a war going over here. Now you're gonna look over here where the war's at. So they don't want you seeing how it all works, and they don't want you getting curious to see how it all works, or else you just invest in Bitcoin and go live your life. DCA to BTC and go live your life.
Yeah.
hell, fighting a war. They're trying to get people in Germany to agree with conscription. I don't
Hmm.
see the youth of this world fighting other people's wars.
Yeah.
It's like that ship sailed.
Yeah.
That was you could dupe people back in the day when TV was fresh, but now, I mean, you got Nick Shirley exposing the fraud in Minnesota just with his phone and a bunch of papers, going over to the Somali daycare centers showing there's no kids in here. They're getting millions of dollars from our government for what? For nothing. They're
True.
not doing anything. It's
Yeah,
fraud.
I haven't followed that story because
Oh,
it's
it's so bad. It's
I
just fraud.
don't I
And
knew
it's
you were gonna
never,
bring it up, and I was like, hey, he'll probably bring that up, but I'm very happy that I don't follow these political stories. I'm so narrow focused on just the macro stuff or investing that I don't follow it because I feel like it slows me down to
yeah.
getting smarter.
I
And
didn't follow it either. I ignored it, but the Bitcoin veterans brought it up and they were so disgusted and like pissed off about it. It made me like, I'm like, I'm gonna watch this video. And when you watch it, it's just this young kid, Nick Shirley. He's probably in his 20s. He's going around driving. He's got a little phone thing, one of those handheld things, and he's just knocking on the door or going to these daycare centers where there's no kids. But yet
yeah.
the government website for Minnesota shows they're getting millions of dollars in funding. So it's
Hmm.
basically a fraud being
But
exposed by just
but
some
here's the problem. Nothing will
journalist.
happen of it.
No, no.
Nothing will come of it. There will be no punishment for anybody.
The Epstein's guy, the guys in the Epstein circle are still being protected. You think they care about some Somali fraud? I mean, they're protecting pedophiles. So it's the whole thing starts to get like comical when you break down
Well,
the,
for entertainment purposes, I get it.
yeah. I
But
mean,
to get
it's
upset
dark
over it,
timing.
you're
Dark,
wasting yeah, don't get upset on it.
no.
You're wasting your energy to get upset on it. Yeah, of course everything's ridiculous now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so good conversation. How long did we go? I think we went for I don't know. Can you see? I can't see.
It's
It's
2:30
it's
now.
bedtime. That's
Then
not bedtime, it's dinner time.
yeah, I'll
Oh, we went for like an hour.
yeah,
That
a
was
little
very
long
good.
tooth, as Mike would say.
Yeah. Did I tell you I mentioned to him right before we got cut off because it was like an 18-minute show? This was like 2 weeks ago. And he says that's how he wants it. He doesn't want it long. He wants to be a short, quick, fast show.
Yeah.
It's like, all
Well,
right,
there's
it's your
something to be
show. It's not.
said. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think an hour is perfect. Normally an hour. But
Yeah.
I love his saying when he says cracks in the ointment. I laugh and he kills me. It's crack in the foundation or fly in the ointment. Mike just
Okay. I don't know
great
this
because
saying. Yeah.
he'll
Now,
throw out
every
a
time they say NVIDIA, I laugh now deep
yeah,
down. I'm like, oh, I learned how to say NVIDIA the right way. Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
It's
But
good. I like that show. Him and George kill me.
it's the investing or gambling podcast for anyone that actually is still listening to this show. This show's going off the rails. But investing or gambling podcast comes out on Sundays. Um, it's a very short show, and I only have about a sentence or two, and I'm out.
Yeah, you.
I'm like,
What's your
but I
take?
really wanted to talk about this, and he's like, all right, George, what are your thoughts? It's
That's
like
the
shit.
greatest.
Uh,
You're always the guy that gets like three lines in. Uh,
yeah. But all right. Well, hey, happy New Year, and I will. I'm only away in mid-January for a work trip, so I can get probably one more, two more in right before I leave for that.
all
So
right. Well, I may only have like two or three left in me because January 29th is the day of reckoning. So we'll see how it goes.
yeah, but that doesn't mean much because you don't leave right away.
I might. It
Oh,
depends.
really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. All
Yeah.
right.
Eh,
Well,
some other good reading is,
keep me posted on it, so I'm not wondering where you went
yeah, I
if you
will. I will.
disappear.
Kiani Rodriguez, you can, if any you listeners want to go sign that petition if you haven't already. He actually writes. He's got two letters out already from. It's on the Rage, but his wife is on the Twitter and she tweets about it. It's great though. He talks about mackerels and how he's talking about like money in prison. Mackerels are the money in Morgantown,
Hmm.
and like some, it's not because it's valuable because people don't eat it. Some of them are so old they won't even eat them, but it's used as money. And it just goes to show you
Hmm.
anything can be used as money. It's just what people believe has value.
Yeah,
So it's pretty
that's
cool.
good.
Cool letter if you want to check that out.
Where am I going to find that? Send it to me, will
The,
you?
the
So I can put it
Rage,
on the notes.
it's therage.com. But if you follow Kiani, it's
I don't
Keon.
think our readers are going to know who he is. They probably, I mean, our listeners.
They probably will know who he is, won't they? Didn't we
Only I
talk
don't.
about him before already? He's the
Okay.
guy who created Samurai Wallet, Pardon Sam.
Yeah, and I posted a link for people to sign his
Oh, okay.
petition. Whatever
Yeah,
happened to it? What's the latest? He
he's
didn't get pardoned.
no, Trump talked about him once, but that was it. He just
Yeah, he
dismissed it.
doesn't pardon people right away if he does.
No, he's been in there since the 19th. So he's in, I mean, it's a minimal security prison, but he's stuck there for
Yeah,
5 years.
yeah.
Years for
Hmm.
creating an app that actually preserves your
Yeah,
privacy. Has
right.
nothing to do with criminality. He never took custody of any money.
Hmm.
It's crazy, but
Yeah,
we live in a crazy world, so nothing surprises me anymore.
sure. All right, man. Happy New Year, and I will try to get this out maybe tomorrow morning. I
All
don't
right,
know.
man.
All
I'll
right.
retweet it.
All right. Well, tonight. I should get it out tonight. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. All
Why not?
right.
No biggie.
Take care.
All right, have a good one, man.
You too.